Emily from the Energy Boutique with your energy forecast for Pisces, October 2021. So Pisces, you're definitely faced with a tough challenge, and this has been divinely scripted in order for you to recognize your power, where it is that you can no longer escape from your power, where it is that you have to acknowledge standing in your healing capabilities, of course, to heal and remedy the situation that you're currently in. On October 6th, the new moon in Libra is going to give us a beautiful opportunity to start inviting in new energies to work with, balancing the scales between our relationships, of course, inviting in more peace, more harmony, more joy, more pleasure into our daily lives and all it is that we do. The new moon in Libra is going to be highlighting your 8th house of death, rebirth, renewal, and transformation. Again, my Piscean friends, you got off to a little bit of a bumpy start with your new natal year. You've definitely had some wild card energies totally disrupt the path that you thought you would currently be walking at this particular point in your life. And it is going to require you to dig deep into your shadow, dig deep into the depths of the darkness and realize that your pain, your trauma, your fear is the greatest source of power that you could absolutely harness. But you can't run away from it. You have to stand firm in it. You have to trust that everything that you need to resolve this situation is 100% in you. On October 6th, you'll get another boost of energy, power, and transformation when Pluto, the great destroyer, the great transformer himself, goes direct in Capricorn energy. This is going to be highlighting your 11th house. This is a new control, a new energy, a new power over your vision, over your mindset. You're going to see a lot of new connections emerge, especially looking back on your past experiences to see how it is that you've been technically in training for this particular point in time. And of course, Pluto wants to highlight for you, while he was retrograde, all of the fear, all the insecurities, all the doubts, all of the times that you've given your power away and you have not been standing confidently in the power that you have. Pluto going direct, especially in this 11th house, is going to give you some beautiful visions, some beautiful aha moments. These shifts taking place in your mental plane is going to elevate you to a higher realm of intelligence so that you can start pulling in from the cosmos what it is that you need from your higher self in order to transmute this energy and really see a huge transformation take form in your physical realm. On October 7th, we have Venus, the goddess of love and beauty and worth and money and planning for the future, move out of the very intense, very overwhelming, passionate energy of Scorpio and entering into Sagittarius. Now, Venus moving into Sagittarius is going to make us a lot more positive, a lot more optimistic. We are swallowing the very hard truth pills that have been thrown at us, and we are choosing to stand in our power and stand in our light. We need to focus our energies. We have to focus in on what is important in our relationships, in what we find to be of worth, of value, in our skill set, where it is that we can pull past pain, past trauma into our present moment and use that as a motivation, as a catalyst to make a dramatic shift and change. Now, Venus in Sagittarian energy is going to be highlighting your 10th house. The 10th house is normally about career, about the roles and responsibilities in this career and the financial security that we are currently seeking. But the 10th house is also where we boss up in some karmic life lessons. And no doubt my Piscean friends are being posed right now with some huge challenges that came out of left field that you might be scared about, but that you will actually learn a lot about yourself going through them. On October 10th, we have Saturn going direct in Aquarius. Saturn, of course, is the Lord of Karma, and he does bring us those tough love life lessons. He does put us in a cycle of repeating past patterns, past behaviors in order to see whether or not we actually learned anything. Because Saturn is going direct in Aquarius, this is going to bless us with a brand new mindset to really restructure and reorganize our lives for a better fit for this next challenge. This is going to be highlighting your 12th house that Pisces naturally rules over. The 12th house is about endings. It's about closures. It's about really seeing where old soul contracts, old timelines need to collapse in order for you to rebuild yourself in a brand new way, standing in the power from the pain of your past and truly tapping into all of those beautiful healing abilities that you keep in the dim darkness of the shadow of your soul. It's time to boss up. It's time to really take control over the very few elements that you actually have control over here in this physical realm. And it's time to transmute these tougher life situations with the divine intelligence and intuition that you have very deep inside of you. On October 18th, Jupiter, the planet of growth and expansion, is going to go direct in Aquarian energy as well, also in this 12th house. You've had about 4 months to sit with this new information, this new wild card energy, this new confusing state of being, and you have been prepping yourself inside of yourself. And now with these major heavy hitting planets going direct, you are going to be able to take action in your physical realm and bring forth what it is that you've already mulled over, especially where healing is concerned. Jupiter wants you to step outside of your comfort zone and recognize that you have everything that you need within you to understand why things are happening exactly as they're happening in this present moment. This 12th house is our spirit, is our soul, it is our spiritual beliefs, it is our spiritual practice. And right now, you have to concentrate on aligning with your spiritual energy in order to get you through this very tough next chapter. Also on October 18th, we have Mercury, ruler of the mental plane, going direct in Libra, and this is highlighting your 8th house. So Mercury has been in a retrograde in this 8th house of death, rebirth, and transformation. Mercury is doing an overhaul in your focus, in your mental narrative, in the way that you are communicating and expressing your thoughts and feelings, especially in relationships. Now, because Mercury is going direct, you're going to have a lot of things that you need to get outside of you. You have to talk about your fears. You have to talk about your insecurities. You have to talk about your wants, needs, and desires, and where it is that you're not feeling like things are equal in your life. Things are balanced in your life. The 8th house is a focus on what parts of you need to die in order for you to create a space for the new parts of you to be renewed and reborn. On October 20th, we have the full moon taking place in Aries. The full moon, of course, is a releasing point of a lot of the energies that got initiated back in the springtime. We have to recognize the fact that Arian energy is focused on the ego, focused on the identity. What do I want? What do I need? What do I deserve? What kind of experiences do I want to have? What kind of adventures do I want to go on? And of course, what am I passionate about? What do I need to be more aggressive about? The full moon in Aries is likely going to be highlighting this second house where new foundations in your physical realm are being rebirthed. Foundations within your home, foundations within your relationships, new values, new worth, where your focus, energy, and attention is needed. This is really going to put a huge emphasis on the existing talents and skills, knowledge, and expertise that you have inside of you that now you actually have to put into action and put into practice. On October 23rd, Scorpio season begins. Scorpio season is a sister water sign to you, which means that there's going to be a lot of transformation taking place. This is going to highlight a lot of the not so nice parts of our past experiences, of our emotions, of our mind space, and where it is that we need to use that pain as a source of power. Where it is that we have to use the shadow parts of ourselves, those darker parts, in order to manifest light. Scorpio season is going to be highlighting your 9th house. This is where new truth emerges, where a new belief system emerges, where having faith, confidence within yourself, seeing a new path, a new possibility actually emerge, and where it is that you are aligning to your higher self, to the cosmic intelligence of the universe, in order to see that things aren't as bleak as they once felt. Things aren't as dark as they need to be. It is really up to you to vibrate in the higher frequencies in order for you to transform this very tough life lesson and chapter into a vibration of higher learning. On October 30th, Mars, the god of war, ruling over our physical energy, our drive, our passion, and our desires, move into his place of power in Scorpio as well. This is definitely going to boss you up in the ways that you need. There is an energy, a warrior type energy taking over, especially in this 9th house, that is going to really push you to be aggressive with new information, with a new belief system, with a new perspective, really standing in your confidence, really standing in the optimistic possibilities that are to come, instead of sitting in the lower vibrational frequencies of fear, of uncertainty. Now you have the aggressiveness to go after the experiences that you need to have in order to fully develop your soul's truth, your soul's expression. This is the warrior energy that you are going to need in order to tap into all of those darker parts of yourself, all of the darker parts of your past pain and past experiences, in order to unleash this powerful energy in a way that heals and transforms your current situation, instead of letting you sit in these lower vibrational fear frequencies and letting fear 100% take over. Some of the messages coming through from your universal guides, the very first thing they're talking about is teamwork. This is about aligning with this right mindset amongst the people that you're sharing your time, energy, and focus with. This is talking about a foundation, needing a solid foundation of camaraderie in order to align with the same intention, the same goal, to see productivity and progress actually take form. It is up to you to set the tone, to set the vibration, to set the frequency of what needs to happen in this particular situation, so that you can be the one to lead the people into the positive mindset that you currently need in order to get through this very bumpy chapter, in order to see the kind of outcome that we all need to align with and we all need to envision. They're talking about having a major shift, a major shakeup. Of course, a lot of the things that you're being faced with, that you're being challenged with, are not so fun. They are very scary. They are very heavy. They are very intense. What your guides are asking you to do is to switch up your perspective, to abandon the ego, to abandon the fear, to abandon the darker sides of what could happen, and instead trust the process. Trust that this is a soul contract. Trust that this is a tough love life lesson that you have been scripting as your higher self for your egoic self in order for you to truly stand in your power. It's time to see this from a different set of eyes, from a different vibration, from a different heart space. And when you do that, you are going to be standing in your power and unleashing all the skills, talents, and wisdoms that you have buried inside of you. By the 21st of this month, I do feel that there is going to be a dramatic shift in circumstances. I feel like there is going to be data, information, statistics, and evidence in your physical realm to suggest that you are on the right track, that the possibilities of the good situations, the good outcomes are definitely within reach, and that you are standing in your power at a higher frequency and a higher vibration than you ever have before. I believe that a lot of this is being mustered up through the darker parts of your experiences, and you are using that pain, that trauma as a sense of motivation and as a catalyst to actually tap into the power that you need to be standing in to make a change in your physical reality. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be fun, but it's going to be 100% needed for this next chapter of your life. You have been running from tough situations your whole life. You have been escaping situations of power. And now it's time for you to be in this 3D reality, channeling all of the divine and intelligence from the cosmos in order to heal this current situation and those involved in it. I'm sending you nothing but love, Pisces. I hope you have a beautiful month, and we'll talk to you soon.